welcome. You're watching The Money Show, and today on the show, let's begin with the breaking news where the group of ministers had a meeting today, and yes, an important development in the meeting as far as health and life insurance has come up. So, Samraj, Chaudhary, Bihar Deputy CM had to say on the topic of group of ministers to moot exempting GST on life and health insurance premium. Let's cut in first and see what he has to say.
सब लोगों ने सबकी इच्छा रही कि इसको पास किया जाए और गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया का प्रस्ताव स्पष्ट है कि सभी जो आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने लाल किले से कहा है कि इंश्योरेंस के सेक्टर में इंडिविजुअल या उनके परिवार के इंश्योरेंस को, हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस को फ्री एक तरह से जीएसटी से मुक्त किया जाए। तो उस पर चर्चा हुई है सबका और इसका रिपोर्ट लेकर अब जीएसटी काउंसिल को मैं दूँ। सभी मेंबर्स ने सहमति दी है, कुछ लोगों का अपना अपना व्यू है, कुछ लोगों ने अपने राय दिया है, वो जीएसटी काउंसिल को सबने।
All right, so that was Samraj Chaudhary, Deputy CM Bihar. But then let's get an industry expert view also. And I have with me Mr. Rajkumar, ex-MD LIC. Sir, good evening and welcome to the show. A very important development and something that we all were waiting to hear. Your reaction on this first statement, sir?
This life insurance and health insurance are not consumable goods. They are financial instruments which one buys for the financial planning as well as for the provisioning for the family. So taxing itself I think, was not a good idea. In fact, it becomes a hindrance for the general public who actually buy life insurance. I mean, middle class and lower middle class, and for them it becomes a burden. So exempting these two premiums, life and health insurance, I think they are a necessity, and it will be a very, very positive step for the growth of these two industries.
But sir, while at the onset it looks like reduced GST on health and life insurance will reduce the premium, however, the industry leaders are cautioning that a reduced GST will not exactly reduce premium. In fact, it can also make insurance policies expensive. Do you agree with that? How do you think the insurance company...
I don't agree with that because the premiums depend upon many other factors. For example, the mortality. When the COVID was there, the mortality certainly went up and the term insurance premiums were raised up to 35% by the reinsurers, which were passed on to the insurers, and then they passed on to the policyholders, the new policyholders. But when the COVID impact subsidized, the mortality rates have come back to the normal, and I don't feel that there will be any impact on the premiums. The other part is the management expenses which are built into the premiums, and there is a cap by the regulator, the IRDAI. So I don't think that the premiums will go up. It's not like any other industry where when the rates taxes are reduced and the benefit is not passed on to the consumers. In life insurance and health insurance industry, it doesn't look like.
But sir, what about the input tax credit that they won't be able to claim?
There are many other things, ma'am. There are many other things for which they can claim the input tax credit. It's not only one thing.
Okay. So how much of a relief do you think it should be if it doesn't go entirely? What's the amount of relief that you are waiting for?
No, I would expect that they should be totally exempt. Presently, also, I mean, the GST is on the term premium, but I think the future lies in the term premium and the health insurance, term insurance and health insurance. As the insurance industry, life insurance industry particularly matures, the tendency of the general public will be to buy more of term insurance in the future, and health insurance is becoming a necessity as the health costs are going up. So it will be a good idea to exempt these two premiums from the GST, and the industry definitely will not be. It's not like any, as I said, other consumable where the manufacturers sometimes pocket the tax benefits. Here it's an additional thing, and the premiums are dependent upon many other factors. As I said, the management expenses which are capped by IRDA, the mortality rates which have come down to the normal after the COVID impact, and the general consumer will be benefited.
Sure, sure. Sir, since you are with us and, a lot of other viewers are also watching you right now who really want to understand the maths behind the GST that's levied on life and health insurance. So I just want you to help our viewers understand the comparison. How much of the premium, according to you, will go down if the GST is taken away in terms of health insurance and life insurance? Specifically talking about health insurance, a lot of senior citizens, in fact, are giving up on health insurance because it's becoming beyond their reach. It's becoming unaffordable. What's the bracket in terms of percentage of relief are you looking at, or are we talking about when it comes to life and health insurance premium, sir?
As I said, in the life insurance, is the term premium which is taxed, not the savings part. So whatever relief government gives, if it gives 100% relief, I mean on the term itself, I think 18% is being charged. So that will that benefit will be accrued to the policyholder.
Sure, sure. So what about the stakeholders, the insurance companies and their margin that will take a hit according to you? How much of an impact do you see over there?
No. Insurance companies' margin will never be got it. Actually, it will help in expanding the industry. As I said, the major consumer in the life and health segment are the middle class and the lower middle class, or maybe upper middle class. So it benefits them when the outgo as a premium will be lower. The tendency will be to buy more life insurance in terms of the coverage, the per capita coverage, as well as the more individuals will opt for the insurance. So the margins for the general public, I mean, life insurance companies as well as health insurance companies, it will be a very good step, and the business is likely to go up. The government earns much more in terms of income tax, which the insurance companies and life insurance companies earn from their investment income. If the premium income goes up, there are more funds available for investment. More investment income will be generated, and that will compensate for the loss of GST, in my opinion.
All right, sir. Now, in what way do you think after the GST, the companies would need to, rethink on their margin level, or the way you're explaining, there's not going to be any hit on their margins specifically, and there are a lot of the ways to claim input tax credit also. But then, how do you think the industry would pin for fresh reforms or something that's in their favor? Then, what is going to be their trajectory?
The company's life insurance as a health insurance company will pitch is a benefit to the policyholders, the new policyholders, as well as the old policyholders if the GST is abolished. And that becomes itself is a positive news for the general public. And you see, people are very sensitive to the taxation. The general feeling is that they are heavily taxed. It may not be true because ultimately the governments have to run. But any little relief is a good news for the general public. As I said, as the awareness is going up about life insurance, as you rightly said, the health costs are also going up. The people will be more keen to buy life insurance and health insurance in future, and that will be a very good development for the industry as well as for the government of India, because they will also be getting benefited from the income tax which they will be getting on the investment incomes. I mean, the surpluses which are generated, they will be getting that. So it's a win-win situation for everybody. The policyholder, the new policyholder, life insurance company, as the government. I don't believe that they are going to lose much. Actually, my opinion will be in a couple of years, maybe 2-3 years, they will be generating more income.
All right, sir. What, according to you, can be the regulator stand? Because I think this will be considered by the regulator also, and regulator, along with a lot of stakeholders like you, have been having discussion on reducing the GST or maybe just letting it off go completely as well.
Regulators don't regulate the GST. Regulators' job is to regulate the insurance industry in terms of the protection of the policyholders' rights, the transparency in the working of the insurance companies, and other things, the investments and regulation of the investments, etc. So the regulator should be happy. As I said, the business will go up in future. There will be a good feel factor among the public at large, and that the insurance companies and the life insurance company and health insurance company actually need to tap it with positivity. And once they are able to do it, the business will grow, as the government's aim is to put a policy in everybody's pocket by 2047. And presently also we have a huge task to cover all the population of the country. So this step can help in achieving that target in future.
All right, Mr. Kumar, with that, I will let you go. But thank you so much for taking time out on this very important development. And yes, we all are waiting for that formal announcement on life and health insurance GST take that the group of ministers have right now submitted. But then, yeah, further recommendation and action is awaited. Thank you so much for being with us today. Thanks. All right, so that's the breaking news on the insurance front and GST on life and health insurance. But then let's move on and let's begin the money show. We'll be talking about alternate options for